All right. Hello, everyone. This is Nothing to Something. I am your host, Matt Harrington. And today we have Ben on the show. Ben, would you like to say hi?
Hi, everyone.
Alrighty. So today we're going to be talking about stuff Ben has dealt with, I've dealt with, going more into depth on how we can definitely make things better in our lives. Another thing we're going to go what makes us happy as people and what we can do to cope with daily struggles and how to get past all these daily hardships. So, Ben, what's one serious thing that you've dealt with that you're able to see past and you're able to deal with?
I think the biggest thing that I've always dealt with is anxiety. I've always had serious anxiety, whether it's school, social anxiety, like personal life struggles, and depression and OCD are just a couple things to add on. But anxiety has always been the biggest struggle for me.
Yeah, definitely.
Ever since I was, kindergarten, starting kindergarten, and now I'm in ninth grade, so it's still a struggle.
Yeah, definitely. Same here. I mean, I've dealt with depression, OCD, anxiety, suicidal thoughts. I don't want to get too depressing, but that's, the stuff I've dealt with. So what are some things you think have definitely helped you that we can share and, you know, help people who are listening, cope with their stuff going on in their lives?
Yeah, I think the best thing that's always helped for me is talking to someone. I've
Yeah,
had
definitely.
multiple therapists. I mean, I've gone through many ever since, like I said, was probably 6 or 7. I started going to therapy, and it's been so much help. I'm still today talking to a therapist, and
Yeah, I
uh,
am too. I
we
am too.
yeah, and we meet every week, and it's really been helpful. So I'm really glad that I have that opportunity.
Yeah, that's really good. I mean, I still go to my therapist. We're like best buds. We're like always talking about whatever, having a good time and stuff. It's really a good time with her. She's super helpful. She helped me through like really crappy situations in my life.
Yeah.
One of which was suicidal thoughts. I don't know if you've had any of that. I don't know if you want to dive into that. But for me personally, I've had this one thought sitting in my bedroom and I was like, I don't want to be here anymore. And I was totally freaked out. I was so spooked beyond words. Like you have no idea. But I went and I told my mom, and she was like, "All right, we're definitely gonna go to a new therapist." So I went to a new therapist, and we started talking about it, and he was like, "All right, you're good. You just gotta work past it." But just working past it didn't help. I needed to see past it. I needed to feel happy. I needed to find what made me happy, which is the next
Exactly.
thing I want to ask you about. What makes you happy? Like on a daily thing, whatever you do, what do you go through in life in a day that makes you happy? You forget all your worries and struggles and, everything going on around you. It's just pure bliss. What makes you feel that way?
I think one of the things that have always helped me is film and television. I love diving into stories and just taking my mind off of the fact that whatever my struggles are going, like whatever's going on in my life, I always just try to dive into whether it's someone else's problems or someone else's storytelling. I love to just go turn my brain off and just go into uh,
Like an autopilot.
comfort. Exactly, exactly.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I know for me, it's definitely, hanging out with you sometimes and playing online and doing all that fun stuff that we do. That
Yeah,
definitely
video
helped a
games.
lot.
Yeah, video games are really helpful, especially when you're talking to someone, but you're not in person, and just that social interaction is really beneficial.
Yeah, and you mentioned movies. So what about movies makes you, happy and what makes you feel like you're at a loss of words. You're just in a different state of mind and you just feel so good about yourself.
I've I feel like I've loved movies ever since I was 2. I used to love going to the movie theaters. That's one of my favorite places to go. Any movie theater, just going and like I said, like diving into these stories and watching like the actors just like portray their characters and uh the direct I loved like how directors just showcase their abilities. So I love critiquing movies because it helps me, I feel like, hopefully to learn from one day from learn all, learn from all these directors and hopefully make something of my own that I really always wanted to do that, and I'm excited to start doing that sometime soon.
Yeah, so what sometime soon would it be like a YouTube? Would it be something else going on, just like a private little thing or what are you thinking about?
Yeah, I'm thinking about starting a YouTube channel. I I've been trying to watch a movie a day for the past year. Some days
That's definitely a
I
lot.
miss. Yeah, that's 365 movies is a lot to watch. So some days I don't really feel like watching movies. Other days I just want to just feel comfort and just sitting on my couch and watching something on my TV. So I definitely want to start reviewing movies. That's something I love to do, and I can't wait to start talking them.
Yeah, that's really good. Do you think, later on down the line when you go to college and you have a career, do you ever think about filmmaking industry and the directorial part of it?
Yeah, I think I started off like I was thinking about diving into acting, but I've always liked to be behind the camera and kind of just bossing everyone around. And I starred as Captain Hook in my play back when I was like 6, and I was like, yeah, I think I'm better behind the camera. So
Yeah,
that's
I
what I'd
mean
like to
everyone
do.
has a realization here or there, but I definitely felt that way a few times. I mean, for me my happy place is drumming. I put on my headphones, I just listen to my music and I just slam out all my emotions on the cymbals and toms and whatnot on the drums. I know a few friends who are like that, but yeah, I mean, thank you for answering those questions. That was super helpful. And last thing, what is something you have to say to everyone that can help them through life? Like what's a positive message you could give?
I think the best positive message that my dad has always told me is you just got to keep fighting the fight. You have to, all these, everyone says that what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, but I genuinely feel that that's seriously the case. And every day you're going to have struggles, whether it's not wanting to get out of bed, not wanting to go to school. You're going to have some serious struggles every day, but pushing past those struggles and looking forward to new things every single day. I look forward to, right now, I'm looking forward to Christmas or some big event or something. Just whatever you find makes you happy, try to think of that and put that in the forefront of your thoughts instead of just all these negative feelings. So just always try to be positive. It's very hard to do. It's easier said than done, but that's the best thing I can tell you is just keep fighting the fight.
I like that. I like keep fighting the fight. I'm definitely going to be using that daily now. I'm going to tell my whole family about that. You just got to keep fighting the fight. But
Sounds
yeah,
good.
definitely thank you for coming on the show and talking about, everything. I know it probably wasn't difficult or it probably was difficult coming on and talking about, stuff you've dealt with, but I think we're all going to really appreciate this down the line. It's going to help out a lot of people. So thank you.
Thank you for having me on.
Yeah, definitely. So that wraps up this show and we'll see you guys next time. We have a show every other day and this was Nothing to Something with Matt Harrington. I'll see y'all later.